Hello guys, welcome to Code Extreme. So today we are going to do lead code 1 to 1 best time to buy and sell stock, which is tagged as easy, and literally it is very easy. You are given an array prices where prices is the price of a given stock on the ith day. So we have given with a prices array in which there are prices of the stocks on the ith days. For example, on the zeroth day, the price of a stock, or you can say, for example, you have a gift, uh, instead of a stock. Instead of a stock, we will say it as gift. So at zeroth day, my price of the gift is 7. At first day, my price of the gift is 1. At second day, my price of the gift is 5. So it is given in this prices array. The prices on the ith days. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell the stock. So what it is saying? It is saying that we have to buy our stock at a day and then sell our stock at another day in the future. For example, if I buy the gift at this day, first day, so I will see if I buy my gift at this day, first day, and sell it at this day, 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth day. So what will be my profit? It will be 6 minus 1, and that is 4. For example, I am taking this as an example. So my profit will be 5. So what we have to return? We have to return the maximum profit we can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, we can return 0. So now let's see this example clearly. At 7, will we buy at 7? Sorry, we will we buy our gift at day 1 or day 0? No, because it is the maximum price. We will not buy it at the day in which it is it has the maximum price. So we will not buy it this day. We will buy in this day because it is minimum. So we will buy our gift in this day. So now on the next day we can sell it. Okay, so we will check here. 5 minus 1, that is 4. So we will put this 4 in our in a variable, let's say it profit. So we will I will put this in my profit. Now I will uh, check with another day. Check with another day like this. 3 minus 1. If I sell it at this day, then my profit will be 2. 3 minus 1, 2, which is less than this profit. So I will not sell it at this day. Now at this day, my selling price is 6, and my selling price is 6, and the cost price was 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5, so our profit is 5, which is greater than my previous profit. So I will put this in my profit. Now I will check this with another number, another day, another selling price. 4 minus 1 is 3, so it is not greater than my previous profit, so I will not do anything here, and I will return my 5, which is the answer, which is the output. Okay, let's see this example also. In this example, we will be at loss at any case. See, if I buy at 7, so I cannot sell it at any day, because if I sell it at any day, then I will be getting a loss. So you can understand what this example is trying to tell us. Okay, so how can we do this problem now? See, what will I do? I will make a minimum variable. I will make a minimum variable. I am telling about the approach. So I will make a minimum variable in which I will store the minimum value, current minimum value, which I had found. For example, this we can take another example. See here, we will take another example like this. So this is the example, but I will remove one from here and I will put my one here. So what will happen? See, 7. I will put my minimum at 7. Okay, ठीक है. I will make my profit here. So 7. Now, if I buy, if my cost price, or I bought it on the day 0, so my price is 7, cost price. Now, will I sell it at this day? No. But for example, this is smaller than my previous minimum. My minimum was 7. So it is uh, lesser than my previous minimum, so I will switch my minimum to this element if it is smaller than my previous minimum. So it is now minimum. Okay, it is now minimum. Now let's go to the next one. 3. So first of all I will try to see my profit. So 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5. So with the minimum we have changed the cost price. What I am trying to indicate with the minimum is the cost price, or the day, at which we bought our uh, gift. Okay, so this will indicate this our minimum. So first of all our minimum was 7, but 5 was less than it, so we switched it to the 5. Next one is also minimum, lesser than our minimum, so we will again switch this to 3. But now 6 is greater than our minimum, so we can sell it at this day. We had bought it this at this day and we can sell it at this day. So if we will sell it at this day, then what will be the profit? 6 minus 3, it will be 3. Okay. If I can I sell it at this day? No, because I bought it at this day, so I can't sell it at this day. So I will uh, switch my minimum here. So minimum will be 1 now. Okay, 1. Next element. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. So our profit is also 3. So no need to change this. So this will be the approach. So let's do the code of this approach. First of all I will take the size of our array. Now what can I do? I will make a profit. Okay, I will make a minimum variable in which I can store the 0th element of my array. Now I will make a while loop for this, and I will check from first day, because 0th day I put it in the minimum, so means that it is the day in which we bought the gift. So we will check the another day, that can we sell it at that day, or we have to switch our minimum. Okay. So my I is less than n while my I is less than n, what will I check first of all is if my price is less than my minimum. If my price is less than my minimum, then I will switch it, means the minimum equal to price is I. uh, like this. My cost price, or minimum, was 7. First of all, at the first my minimum was 7. So when we found our 5 here at the day 1, so we cannot sell it, so we can buy it, but at this day, because this is lesser than this, so we will buy at this day, so our minimum will switch to 5. That's why we have done this. Now else, if price is greater, for example, my minimum is this 3, and price is 6. Sorry, at another day in which we are going to sell is 6, so we will count our profit here. Simply we will count our profit here. So profit equal to, what will the profit? 6 minus I. So price is I, minus my minimum. This will be the profit. This will be the profit, obviously. Now what will I do? Simply I will increment my I to run the loop, and see, we will see the magic here. So let's run this. I hope you understood the question. Wrong answer. 3. Output is 3 and expected is 5. So what we have done wrong? See the mistake. Mistake was we have calculated the profit. But see here, for example, I put here, for example, 5. Sorry, 5, not 5, 6. If I put here 6, then see, my minimum, if my minimum is 5, if my minimum is 5 and I am selling it at this day, so my profit will be here 1. My profit will be 1, okay. Or I will put here 10, okay. Now see, my minimum is 5 and selling day price is 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5, so my profit will be 5. Now we are checking with this element, so this is minimum than my 5, this is less than my 5, so I will switch my minimum to 3. I will switch my minimum to 3 and check with 6. So 6 minus 3 is 3, so profit is 3. So uh, we are we are simply assigning the value. We are simply assigning the value. So here the profit is going to be 3, but it is wrong. We have to make it maximum. So here I will write another maximum function, okay. So now it will give the correct output, I think. What is, oh sorry, maximum, max function, sorry, max function. It will give correct output now. So see, expected, sorry, accepted,